there, guys, what is going on? Sloppy here, bringing you another Creativerse update, and boy, it has been a week since I last made one of these videos, so we should be in the swing of things by now. Yes, there's a new Creativerse update, this one, bringing costumes, cosmetics in Creativerse. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, to say the least. Also, big shout-out to the community, 870,885 idols defeated by players. We are definitely going to get the Candy Thief bounty. I'm very excited. I hope you guys have been having fun with this latest update. It has been a blast fighting these idols. Anyway, let's talk about costumes. They're going to be in the store. They have their own tab in the store. Look at this. We have 5 beautiful costumes just in time for Halloween. And we're going to take a peek at a couple of these. I'm not actually going to buy all of them because I don't have the coinage, and I'm not a huge aesthetic person. I don't really care about these costumes, but we'll talk a little bit more about them. Let me just jump into a world. Alright, so let's talk about this new update. So, first things first, a lot of these cosmetic things you can't actually see unless you know how to get into third person. So, just so you guys know, if you press the letter O on your dashboard, you go into third person. You can't walk around like that, but you can see the stuff that you're wearing, which is kind of cool. First things first, let's go to the store. There is a redeem code, so this is actually available for everyone to redeem, so I highly recommend redeeming it. It is GHOSTLYGHIFT. Yeah, so this is actually a free flashlight. It does require Pro, but even if you don't have Pro, I recommend redeeming it, because it will stay on your account, so if you ever get Pro, you'll have it. And, you know, a lot of these codes are timed, so they only last 2 weeks or whatever. So everyone just go get your GHOSTLYGHIFT flashlight. And that's that. That's the free one. Now, let's talk about the ones that aren't free. So we have a few different ones here. These two over here, the Crypt Kutta and the Grim Reaper, is for your weapon. So in the costume menu to override your current sword visual. So both of these don't actually change your sword. Whatever sword you have, the attack damage and everything will stay the exact same. It'll just be the visual that changes. So you have this sweet Grim Reaper. You've got this cool bone axe. Those are both for your weapon. You have a top hat, which just sits on top of your head. Pretty standard. From what I understand, the color changes based on whatever you have your color set to on your player. So you can see I'm purple and yellow and whatever, so the top hat, in theory, should be purple. I never remember what the hotkey for the store is. Forgive me. The hulking hand goes over your gauntlet, so this is another one that you'll be able to see all the time. The hulking hand, it goes over your gauntlet. Again, doesn't change anything about your gauntlet. Whatever gauntlet you're wearing will just look like this hulking hand. And you have the Calavella, blah, 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 a sensational skeletal cosmetic swap for your head. So this actually changes your head. I'm only going to purchase one of these. I'm not sure which yet. I'm thinking the Grim Reaper. Sure. Grim Reaper, done. So, I mean, how do I put this on now? I haven't really looked into it. The costume tabs right here. So, costume tab right here, you can see you have a few different options. They have said they're going to expand this, so there's going to be more costumes in the future. And I imagine eventually you'll be able to change a ton of it. So look, there's my weapon skin. There's my flashlight skin. Very cool. So if I switch to this, yeah, you can see I've got the Grim Reaper. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of it. You can see... it's alright. Let's go attack something with it real fast. Oh, why, you poor guy. You were just here. You were just here. Anyway, and my flashlight, we can see with O. Yeah, so I guess there's a tiny ghost following me around. The one thing I was curious about is if we go somewhere dark, we'll just sleep through the day, I suppose. I want to see if it looks different when you actually use the flashlight. I don't think so. I think this is the standard flashlight. You know what? We can check that, though. I keep pressing the wrong button. We can check that if we... Okay, this is the normal. I forgot what the other one looked like. Let's, There we go. I think it's a little a little whiter. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a different light, so that's kind of cool. I can't quite remember, but I think it's a little bit different. And it looks cool to have a ghost following you around. So that's kind of neat. So let's turn that off. No ghost. No ghost. Okay, anyway, so that's the big part of this update is the costumes. Very cool. There's all kinds of them to play with and look at. I'm not going to spoil them for you because I don't want to pay for them. But costumes are really cool. Another thing they did mention is something I mentioned last time that they mentioned. There is a 64-bit update coming, and for you guys who don't know what that means, 64-bit will allow the game to use more of your computer's memory. Right now it's a 32-bit game, and using more of the memory will make the game more stable, less crashes and everything, which is kind of a big deal. I think that's going to be really fantastic. I've had a lot of issues with crashes and bugs in this game, so that's going to be an amazing update. They said it's likely coming by the end of this year, so that's a very big deal for those of us who want a bit more of a stable game. 64-bit coming soon, hopefully. The last thing I want to touch on is just going through some of the blocks that you guys may have missed. If you haven't been playing a ton since the last update that came out a week ago, these are some of the new blocks that we can get in this update, and they're really cool. First off, we have this firebomb skull. It's a skull that sets stuff on fire. We have this scare flare, which is probably the most gorgeous light in the game. Unfortunately, it's not permanent. Just incredible, though. We also have these fireworks, which are gorgeous. I just thought I'd go through some of the stuff that's been added that is just fantastic. There's also two new LEDs, which are both pretty interesting, that we can go through just in a second. I think we'll be safer in here. So these two are both LEDs, which I felt like sharing because I feel like a few people don't know that they're actually LEDs. So both of these can toggle on and off, and you can change the color of if you press N, not M. So, you know, I can make this a nice red skull, which is just something kind of interesting that a lot of people don't really know about. So you can change the color of those, whether they're on or off, it'll change the color, which is very cool. Anyway, there's all sorts of great stuff in the previous update, all sorts of great stuff in this update. You know what, let's just show off the bat juice real fast, because some people don't know what this does either. Bat juice is a potion. It gives you these bat particles and also allows you to use stamina to fly. I'm just pressing spacebar. It's basically a jetpack. You can sort of hover and, like, I'm just pressing spacebar right now. You can switch into your glider, switch out of your glider, still hover. It's incredible. Bat juice is the best. Anyway, that covers this update, a little bit of last update. I hope you guys are enjoying the Halloween update. We are very close to getting the second award. It's already gone up 1,000 since I started making this video. Costumes, very cool. A bunch of stuff to play with. And, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like on this video. Let me know what you think of the update. I'm trying to turn on my light so I can see the little ghost. Let me know what you think of the update. Go get your free flashlight. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Subscribe for Creativerse, all that jazz. I will catch you guys next time. Ciao.